Hi guys, look what came in, my Magnolia treats, what I ordered on my visit to Magnolia Farm the other week. So just wanted to do an unboxing to show you guys what I ordered. See what goodies I have. It's packaged nicely. Put that away. All right, let's see. What is this? It's a top to my, okay, so this is my diffuser set. That's my diffuser. That's interesting. There's nothing on there. And the sticks, the top came off. Okay, top came off of that. That's interesting that they didn't make sure that stayed on. That smells good. The seal is not broken. That's a nice seal on this. So that's great. Let me turn on this light. All right. Yeah, maybe better. There's a nice seal cap. Actually a cap and a seal. That's funny. I hear a little hissing sound. There's a nice cap on that and a seal. That's great. All right. So in here are the sticks that will go in there. That's going in my room. I'm going to put this in my bathroom. All right. That's the diffuser, the linen. This is the linen. It's lemon lime, cotton, and jasmine. It's, I guess, supposed to be the notes on it, but that came in. So we have this. All right, and let's see, this is my hair towel. I shared that I bought this hair towel. This is for me to be able to dry my hair once I shampoo. It says a faster drying towel. It's gentle for the hair. I'm excited to get this. I actually just did shampoo my hair again. Yeah, that feels really good. Like maybe like a microfiber, but it feels really good. And so I'm excited to get that in. I just shampooed my hair again as I was working in the yard this past weekend. All right, that's that. Oh, here's the little tool, little kitchen tool. I said I just use this for, slicing off my butter or cream cheese because I had to make up $100 in order to get the free shipping. And so one of the things that I wanted to order, it was like $13. They weren't able to get that because they only had those that were available in the store. So I had to go find something in the store that I could replace that with. And I found this $8 little spatula, butter spatula, and butter or cheese spatula, and it was $8. So I'm like, that's fine. All right. And then I bought, this is I was like, boy, this was really light. Okay, let me get this because they wrap this up really good. Let's see. Wrap this up really good. Whew. Okay, Magnolia. Get off in here and get this dish. All right. I'll take that receipt out of there because I don't want to throw that away. All right, and here's the dish that I bought to go on the stove. I'll take both of these in there, and I'll take that receipt out. This is the dish that I bought to go on the stove so that I can sit this by the stove to catch my little cooking utensils and whatnot. So this will go like right here. This will go here, and then my spatulas. This will go here, my spatulas and all of that I use and sit off in there, and I can get rid of this. I'm going to wash that before I actually use it, but this is just to show I can get rid of that one and get rid of this. I'll wash that and put it somewhere. But yeah, this is so much better. I can even turn it that way. It's fine. gives me more room. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm going to wash that out before I actually use it. But this is what I bought this tray for. It's Magnolia, established in 2003. So yeah, guys, that's the trays that I bought for the kitchen, and what I bought for my hair and for my bathroom, for my hair and for my bathroom. I'm going to put this in my bathroom. I'll put that diffuser in my bathroom. I like those diffusers, and that's what I do, guys. When I'm getting ready to go upstairs, if I have things, I put things for myself there on the stairs so that I can take them up on my way up. It's kind of like my little catch area. I don't need that light. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that. You guys have a wonderful day. Hi guys, good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I have a few things to do on my list today. Namely, I am getting ready to part ways with this love seat, and I have my outdoor cushions on here. I'm getting ready to take those off because I'm going to donate this love seat. I've had it for, well, it's been in the garage since I moved into this house. And my original plan was to redo it and have it and put it in my room. But I've just kind of decided I really don't want any more furniture in my room. That's one thing. I don't need any more furniture in the house. I think I'm done with that. I'm just doing decor from now on, just like what I need to put on the walls, that kind of a thing. And planters, but I feel like I have enough furniture. I just don't want the house cluttered. But the issue with this is that this is a love seat that my mother and I found. It's an antique. We found it years ago when I was in my second home, and we had it recovered to put into the second home. I'm going to have to find a place to put these cushions now, because that's been a place where I put things. But we had it put into the second home, and we had this fabric that you see, the drapes and everything. The same fabric we found, we made drapes out of it for the living room. That was really where my office was. I used it for my office in the home. And in fact, I think there may be a picture on my Facebook page of that office. So yeah, I had a former living room in my second home when I lived in Arlington, Texas. And this couch, love seat, was there. And, you know, as I've gone through with my mother the past few years, and then her eventual passing, I just was not ready to let it go, because I thought I want to hold on to this. So it's really, it's difficult to let it go. But as one of the things I'm trying to do is clean out and declutter and really just clean out unnecessary things. And this is one thing I wanted to clear out of the garage to get my space back. And I want to do a whole new organization in here, because it was okay, but for some reason I tend to start piling things up that, you know, just putting things in. Here are the legs that go to it. So I want to wrap those up, make sure they stay. I'll stick that off in the middle. So they're there. But I have it on these little things right here, but I've got to get it over here to the door some kind of way. So I think I'm going to try to roll it on my little garden stool, because it has wheels. I don't know if this has a board. Yeah, it does have a board in the middle that I can put this on. Actually, this needs to go this way, and I'm going to try to slide this over. Okay, guys, I was able to get the love seat, at least down there. And I just need to tilt it and push it up on here. Okay. There we go. Now I will need my neighbor's help with the mattress in the box spring. Okay guys, thank goodness my neighbor came over and helped me load the mattress and box spring on, and I'm going to go ahead and take these over to be donated. Oops. So this. Alright. And then I can take the U-Haul back. Okay guys, made it to Hobby Lobby. It's cute. Oh, the pumpkin is cute. Pumpkin mat, that would be cute. I have my S out. That would be cute to put out. Ooh. Look at these blue. I already have my blue, but let's see. Those are smaller.
Thank
Blue
you.
and black.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I definitely want burgundy. Okay guys, so I have flowers that I purchased from Michael's for the vase hack that I want to do, but I decided that I actually want some burgundy in there for the fall. Something like this. I actually decided I wanted something exactly like this in there for burgundy. I don't know if I would say that's burgundy, or I want to say it's red. It's a deep red, if anything. How much are these? They're $8.99 and they're 40% off. So I'm going to think about that and come back. These are $8.99 a stem. And I'm going to go and look. I do need that hanging down. Let's look for some other things. Oh, here's more of the color. Here's more of the color that I want. This color right here. Now, what do these do? Oh, here they had some arrangements already kind of made for you. But that gives me an idea. In fact, I need to take a picture of that. It gives me an idea for mine. That gives me an idea. Let's take a picture of that. Except I don't have any pine cones. And this is this color I need. This color. This bag is $19.99. It has this burgundy and this. That smells good. Kind of rustic color. That's pretty. There's a lot of those in there. Right, that's an idea. So that's, again, 40% off. This has more. If it was that burgundy color, that would be perfect. Even if I find just like a thing of the acorns that are that color, like this one. Where is it? Had the acorns. This one right here. That has the acorns that are that color. Even if I could just find the acorns to stick in there. I do like that bush. I'll come back and look at that. Here's something that has a deep berry or wine that I can put in there. Those are pretty. Let's see. And I'm thinking maybe one of these, maybe two, is all I would need. Maybe, yeah, maybe one or two. That's pretty. This one is pretty. It's $12.99. That's pretty. How much is it? Oh, this big of a stalk. That's pretty neat. Oh, look at the pumpkins. This with the pumpkins on it. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That would have been cute. There. Yeah, okay, so that's the burgundy. These are, ooh, those are heavy. It's not the little plastic stuff. That's heavy. Okay, so I don't see any more kind of burgundy or wine. Well, this is kind of pampas grass, something kind of. Or this, I think I like the other one. One of those two. Or I'm looking for some beads. Let me go back and I think I'm going to hold these in my basket till I make up my mind. Go back through, pick up. Now that I'm looking at that, that's more reddish. Now that I come back, I think it's a little too, let me get this and compare it. Let's compare it to this. Yeah, that's a little too reddish. I'm looking for more of this deeper color right here. This is too red. These are too red. These are too red compared to this. And this is more the color that I want for the vase thing that I'm going to do. So I'll have to think about this. Or let's walk around with this. Let's walk around with this, because at least if I find the beads that I'm looking for, and I don't need that much of that, it's just that it's the color. So I'm gonna put it in my basket. What is this? That has something different in it. Hands feel kind of sticky. These are pretty. These are $3.79. Is this it's a napkin ring? That's cute. Let me get my basket out of the middle of the aisle. It's cute for an outdoor spring. That's pretty. How much is this one? These are $2.29. That's pretty. Interesting. I like those. Okay. Alright, let's see. Well, surprised about those flowers. And I know that if I go to at home, they're not going to have. Oh, I think there's some more Thanksgiving stuff over here. The dog faces. I think we can make it down here. Cute. For a vignette. That's cute. Stop. Go past you. And some. That smells good. That smells good. It's 40% off. That smells good. That's neat too. What is this? Sachet. Needs to be more of that color, maybe. It's not dark enough. Let's see what this is. What is this? Cinnamon apple. This doesn't work for me. Spiced cider. Ooh, I like these cinnamon sticks though. They are $7.99, but 40% off would be $4.79. Okay, I'm gonna think about that. Oh, this is cute. Oh, that's not a real candle. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, Chop, this clip will get you in trouble.
I know. Thank you for looking out. This is cute.
Somebody just told me you needed to hear that.
Yes, I did. I needed to hear it. Nice. Oh, here's this little pumpkin, but I don't think this goes here. Somebody just, or does it? No. It's not quite the right color. Shiny. It's cute though. Okay, that might go. Let's see. It's $2.99. That's cute. To sit it inside there. So I'm gonna put this vase on the kitchen counter. I could make a vignette with something like that. I wonder where those little pumpkins are. Oh, here they are. Yeah, some bigger ones. A small. Here it is, right here. No. Is this the one? This is the one I saw over there. Yeah, this is the one I need. And this is a different color. Yeah, that's different. And I don't see this color. And these are all red. They're red. Yeah, they're more red. Not that purple. So you have to do the small ones. They're $2.99. Maybe I do the small ones then. Oh, this one's pretty. I'll do a vignette. those would work. I like that color. And I'll do blue. And maybe I will do one of the acorns. Maybe I'll do, I like that pumpkin though, but I don't need that if I'm going to do this color. Maybe I'll just do these. I'll do one of the pumpkins, one of the acorns. How that would look. Wait. Let's see how that would look. I'm just kind of laying around. This doesn't really sit up. I'm thinking maybe you need 3 of those. So you can stack that. Yeah. This is so cute. I'm thinking 3 of these. So you can stack them. Okay. Oops, sorry. I have some like this somewhere. Okay, let's see about this. Uh-oh. Okay, this is $4.99. That has the color in it that that's pretty. Something like this. Yeah. This would be great to stick off in there. Kind of gives me that color. Then I can put that back. This gives me all of the colors. Let's get 3 of these. 3 of these. That gives me the color. So that's going back. This will do the trick. 3 of those. But now this is not quite the color. Not quite. These. That gives me that color I need. Right? And I think I can do 3. I think 3. If I have to get more, I can come back. But I think that's giving me the color. Now, I have to think about these pumpkins because this is not the right color now. Kind of. Maybe in some light. These are more of the color. These gives me more of the color. Not quite. It's more of the reddish. Those are better because they give me that darker wine color. And then there's more of these up here. Yeah. I think this, because some of them, make sure I get the ones that, will give me that color in there. Yep, make sure I get the ones that will hint at this color. Yep, that one's got it. Yep. Make sure this one is good. And maybe these are better. These are better. Okay. Okay, lady. All right, so I'm looking at these guys that I can go with and stick in that floral arrangement, and now that can go back, and I can go with these to give me that color I'm looking for. Now I do need like beads this deep, rich color because I can't bring the pumpkins back. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find like the balls to tie around the base, and I'll come back. Okay guys, I am back where I started, and this is the one that I was carrying around with me just to get an idea of the color. And I found what I think I need just to add into the floral arrangement with the flowers I already have to bring in that kind of wine burgundy color. So I found these. I saw the acorns over there. I put those back because they're all brown, but I found these instead, and I can, I don't want to lose my acorn. This came off from somewhere. I can intermix these in the flower arrangement, which will give me that wine color that will go with this. So some of these have more of that wine color, and that's what I want to pull out. I'll do some kind of a vignette with these little pumpkins. Those are so cute. So that will go with the colors that I already have, bringing that burgundy. And then I found this burgundy ribbon. I didn't find the balls that I wanted, but I found these ribbons because I'm not getting ready to paint the balls the color I need. And so I'll just do some kind of a little bow or something around that pumpkin with that. All right, so I think I have what I need, and I am ready to go. And I think for my list, that's all I had on my list that I needed to do today. So I can check out and go home. Guys, I am finally home. Made it back, all my donations back from Hobby Lobby, and now I have the space in the garage, and I need to clean up, reorganize things, so I have this space free now in the garage. Glad I was able to finally get that done. And I have to find a place for my cushions, to put all the cushions. I don't know what this goes to, but I'm not going to throw it away yet. It goes to something. But anyways, I'm back home. My little garden stool that I sit on to work in the flower bed, I had it up under the moving truck to help me slide the love seat out, and it slid out from up under the truck. And I did puncture it. I was like, what happened to my stool? I was afraid I was dragging it around, but it was just up under the, I was afraid I was dragging this around, but it was just up under the car and then rolled out. So here are the other flowers that I have and the decor. So that's where I bought the kind of burgundy to add in burgundy in here, because I'm going to paint this pumpkin and do that little viral hack that they're doing. So anyways, out of the car, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. What a day. Okay guys, I am here for this fundraiser tonight. This is what I committed to coming to, and I decided even after today that since I said I was coming, I'd go ahead and come. So here I am. Hi. I registered Stewart, S-T-E-W. Over here.
Did you register online?
I did. S-T-E-W-A-R. They have it as D, but it's actually a T.
Is it?
Elizabeth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they spelled her name wrong too. So.
It's okay.
Very good company.
They got that first name right.
Yeah, that's the man.
Thank you. Oh, that sounds wonderful. table?
You can sit anywhere you'd like.
Oh, no numbers.
No
That's
numbers.
fine.
Well, there's numbers, but you're not assigned to any particular kid.
Thank you.
You join with us for some Christmas merriment. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Yeah, just hold it, just wait. This is affirmation. And then go back to the seat. That's just wait. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Just tidings we bring to you. 거기 드릴게요. 키업 할 때, G로 갈 때, 나 이날 주세요. 그 다음에 G, E, E, 1.
Okay guys, so I have made my cut for the pumpkin, and if you're not aware of what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to put a little clip of a video of what this viral hack is. So basically it is the viral pumpkin vase hack, and so I've made the cut for my vase where my vase will slide off, and you just saw that. So my vase will fit in here, and then I'll put the flower arrangements in there, all the flowers. I have some there and some in here that you saw me buy at Hobby Lobby the other day. But because my kitchen is all white, I don't want to leave this pumpkin this color. So I'm getting ready to try and come up with a color that I want for my pumpkin. And so I'm starting with this brown. And then I looked up how do you get in like gray or grayish, and it was saying, well, when you add blue, I just have a little blue paint, and it's kind of like a raw blue, and it's actually fabric paint. And then I have this white that, you know, maybe it will kind of give me a taupe, more of a taupey color, or just lighten this up just a little bit. I just don't want this dark brown. I want to lighten it up a little bit. So actually, I think I'm going to start with the white. It says that brown has red in it, and if I add the blue, it'll give me more of an orange color is what I saw on the internet. I don't want blue. I don't want orange. I want more of a taupey kind of color. So I'm going to try to mix this up and see what color I get out of this. And since I'm going to be using this for my, I'm going to be using this for like, you know, household chore stuff. I just brought this knife up out of the kitchen. I'm not going to be using that anymore. I'm going to pour some of this in here, and I'm going to try to see if I can get it the color that I want by mixing some of that brown. And this is all the white I have, and unfortunately it's acrylic, but I'm going to see if I can get the color, get this to be the color that I want. Okay guys, I am getting close to the color that I want. I'm telling you, I've put in this blue, I've added in this orange. You saw me do this blue, but nothing changed this brown color except for me adding this white. And it's just, you know, it's lightening it up. I'm getting close to the color. So it's about whether or not this is the color that I want on the pumpkin, and I think I want it a little lighter. So I think I want it a little lighter. So I'm going to go in with more of this white, and I think I have one more that's kind of like a opaque kind of white that may be fun to add. Maybe it has a little yellow in it that may get me where I want to be. But I'm going to try this, you know, more of this white to see if I can lighten it up more. All right. I'll be back when I get it to where I want it. Okay, guys, I think this is the color that I'm going to go with. I added in some more whites, but I think this is the color that I want to go with. I did try a little sample on here, and I can play with it like with how much saturation I put on there. But like I said, I'm going to be using like these sponges because I want it to look textured. So I'm going to dab on there, or I may, yeah, I'll just use this, try one of these for texture so that it looks textured. And then I may use one of these to see if I can get it, you know, if I need to use this so that it actually does look more textured. I'll see. Pardon me. But I think this is the color that I wanted. Okay, guys, this is one coat. And I did try to use this dauber to get me like some texture on there. But what I'm glad to see is that this paint is actually a flat paint. So although my little dauber trick didn't seem to work too much, I mean, I can see a little kind of texture on there. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. So I am going to go over here with another coat. And perhaps when I do it this time, I will try to just dab with this as opposed to brushing on. That makes it a longer process, but it is the color that I want. I do like the color that it's coming out to be. This is going to be great to kind of offset all of the white in the kitchen. And it actually is kind of giving me that grayish color that I was looking for. So yeah, this is going the way I want it to go. While I'm painting on this and letting it dry, I'm trying to get also started with the actual flower arrangement while this is drying. So I'm going to go ahead and put another coat all around this top part. That will dry overnight, and then tomorrow I will do the bottom part just to make sure it's painted all the way around. All right, guys, so this is the start of my viral pumpkin vase hack, and you know, you're going to see the finished product. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Sorry guys, had to pause right here. I forgot my mattress and base was being delivered today. What am I looking for? You said you don't know. I don't know. Oh, USB. What's this for? I can't reach that.
For charger.
I can't reach it. How am I going to reach it? Oh, shoot. Where I go? What's this? Hydraulics. Okay, guys, my bed is in now. They delivered the bed and set it up. I have to take my old frame to support my mattress. Now that's going to have to go into the garage. This is a piece for this bed that it goes down on the base for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe if you don't have a footboard or something to keep the mattress. Oh, it's to keep the mattress from sliding off. But since I have this baseboard, I won't need it. And so although they were supposed to sterilize, let's turn on some light. Although they were supposed to sterilize the mattress, that's what they do, sterilize it and the base, I still wanted to wash off the cover. And I really like that there's a cover that goes on here that zips off. You can see this here. The cover zips off. Here's where it ends, right here. And I took it off. I took it off so that I could wash it. And it's in the washing machine. I'm going to go and get it, put it in the dryer, and then I had a set of sheets that came with it. Although she did not change the color and give me the color that I asked for, but it's okay. You know, gave me gray. She didn't change it. Actually, you know what? On the invoice, she did. They just gave me the wrong one anyway. So anyways, I'm washing that. And I think I'm going to switch to the heavier comforter now because it's starting to get cool at night. Some sheets I need to fold up. And I have a few things. And let's turn on the light. Yeah, always being in the dark. Have a few things here to take out of the washing machine. Just blanket. And now I'm going to put this in. So I washed out. This is the cover that zips on. You can see the little zipper. This zips on. And I just wanted to wash it. Y'all, look at the leaves. I'm going to say that I actually noticed in August, it was in August, first of August, early August, that I noticed that the trees started turning fall colors. and you can see that it's really turning fall now. The pretty colors are coming in. Look at that pretty, pardon me for that. Look at that pretty like orange crimson back there, and the leaves falling. Wind has been really high. Wind has been really high, so it's that time of the year. Leaves are falling, so you know the leaves, it shakes off all the leaves. You know, it's like this cycle. That's what happens. See the leaves falling. Now what's going to happen with these tall trees? A lot of those leaves are going to end up in my backyard, and I don't know if you can see the leaves down over there already starting to fall in the yard. But I mean, they're just like everywhere. And then of course they get in my gutters. And I did sign up for, at the fair, for these people that install gutters. I did sign up for them to come and install like a, what do you call it? A filter in my, over my gutters, so that to install filters over my gutters so that I can protect them, you know, from, you know, all the stuff that falls down and whatnot. So what's going on with that? Oh, that thing is up. I didn't let that all the way down. If you can tell, that kind of has a hump in it. Let me let that down all the way. There we go. Okay. And this thing vibrates. So I am so ready. What's the vibrator? Oh, I guess it's these. And I can vibrate my head or my feet. Yeah, that gives a pulse. Okay, let's turn that off. Oh, no, that's steady. And that's steady. Is it just going? Yeah, it's going. Okay, now, I didn't ask them how to turn it off. Okay, it's off. I'm going to have to play with it, y'all. I haven't, you know, I just got it, and I'll play with it, but that's going to make my night sleeping so great. Yeah, so I need to cut this off. And like I said, I am going to run to Walmart in just a little bit because I need to, I got to take that stuff down. But the bulk of the things that I had to do, getting the mattress out, getting the furniture, the love seat and stuff out, you know, at least that's done. So now it's just getting my bed set up again, because I've been sleeping in one of the other bedrooms. I'm trying to keep my head turned so you guys don't see my project, my island. I'm making a flower arrangement. I had taken out water for them. If they wanted water, I was going to give them some water. So in this room, I have been sleeping in here. So I have to take, you know, my things back in there. Just my Bible and my pillow that I like to sleep on. And then I'll have to wash all of these sheets out because, you know, I like to keep them clean if there's guests or whatnot. I move my cameras. Thankfully, guys, I don't know what it is, but thankfully, I did not have an issue of them asking to use the bathroom. And they're not supposed to ask because I looked online, but sometimes, I don't know, people that I've done business with, they just don't mind the corporate policy with regard to that. They're not supposed to do that for the resident safety, for, you know, security, and for liability for the company. You know, they're not supposed to ask to use that, but I have had, you know, workers who ask to use the bathroom. Okay, guys, now that I've finished the pumpkin, and I'm going to do a reveal of that later once I get everything set up. Now I want to do the viral, well, it's not viral. I did one of these many years ago, the Mod Podge, you know, covering it with the tissue paper or napkins. And so I have this pattern that I want to use for this glass. And then you'll see how everything comes together, because I have some additional flowers that I can divide between these vases. And I think I want to put these on the mantle. The vases are from the Dollar Tree, and I've actually had them for several years. I bought them when I did my birthday party, and I thought, hey, I have 4 of them. So I was like, I can try this with 2 of them. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now, is to try this with the Mod Podge and covering the vase. So it's been a long time since I've done this, guys. So, you know, thankfully I'm just doing it on a vase that, you know, is cheap. Oh, I hope the brush is in here. Oh, does this not have the brush? Uh-oh. I don't think the brush is in here. That's not good. That's not good. No, I'm going to have to use my own brush. Okay, well, there's no brush in here, but I do have these brushes. So let's just try this then. Try one of these brushes. Let's see. What's a good one? I guess this one should be good. Okay, guys, here goes nothing. I should have put this in like a bowl or something but if I remember, you're supposed to put some on the underside of the tissue paper. I hope I remember this right. I don't think it's, I hope I'm putting it on the right side. All right, so I don't need that much because that top is not that big around. And then let's put some here and here. It's just in case. Oh yeah, it's been a minute since I've done this. So let's see if I can get this to come out right. Have no gloves on. I want this ridge up at the top. I want the ridge around the top up here. So let me get that where I want it. Maybe I can straighten that out later. Okay. Maybe I do need more. Ooh. I mean, I just got that around. Let's see. Scissors. Okay. I do want that kind of going across the top. So let's pull that up. I do want this showing at the top of the... Okay, guys, I have covered the 2 little vases, and I'm telling you, I don't know if I've done this right, because I'm telling you, it's been a long time since I've done this, but I hope I did this. I hope I did it right. And now I'm going to let this dry. I need to let this dry. And then I think I'm supposed to put another top coat of this gloss over everything. So I've glued it down. And what I tried to do was get the little ridge. You can see this little ridge on the napkin. I tried to get that across the top and on the bottom. It looks better once you put that coat on there. It looks better, But we'll see how that turns out. I'm going to let this dry, trying to make sure that I have all the pieces glued down and that nothing is sticking up. I think you're supposed to make sure it's, you have all of the puffy wrinkles and stuff out. So I'm just kind of going around and trying to make sure that everything is sticking to the vase and there's nothing puffy, no air bubbles. All right, so that's going to be this project, and all I need to do is let that dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the pumpkin. So this is the finished pumpkin. You can see I bought this ribbon because I wanted this burgundy in there, but it's just not big enough. And I may go back to the store and get a bigger one, a wider ribbon. I bought this and I couldn't figure out what in the world I was going to do to get it the way I wanted it or to highlight that. But I was wanting to bring out like the burgundy in the little accents. So I wanted to do that. Plus I have the other little pumpkins that match that. So hopefully once I get it all together, it'll look okay. But I'm thinking that I want to go back and get another ribbon. I was already at Hobby Lobby. I didn't see any. So that's one of the reasons why I ended up buying this, because everything else was more of that red color or the orange. And you can see I have enough orange in my display. I bought these little chestnuts so that it gives me my burgundy, but I have like the orange, the yellows, the little white wheat color, and the orange, of course, and a little bit of the greenery. And that's the way the pumpkin turned out, the paint color. I was really pleased with the paint color and how that turned out. So I'll let you guys see how the total theme comes out once I get it all together. And then I have these that I'm going to put, but I think I want these either on the dining table or I'm going to put them on the mantle and probably on the mantle for Thanksgiving, because that way I can flank the mantle with these two vases. And then I have just some little flowers that I'm going to stuff off in there. All right, guys, that's the way my project came out. Once I get everything done and get it set up, I'll come back with the final reveal. Okay? All right. See you guys later, if the Lord says the same. Bye now. Good morning, guys. So it is Sunday morning and I am getting ready to go to church this morning, but I just wanted to show you guys the finished product with the two vases that I did, the Mod Podge hack. So I made these two vases, and like I said, I'm doing these decor. This will be pulled out every year for Thanksgiving, and I probably won't do too much extra for Christmas other than maybe setting my table. But this is the way that turned out. These are the two vases, and I just stuck this little floral bouquet in there. That's how the little Mod Podge hat turned out. I probably need to work with this a little bit more, because something like that, yeah. Or bend that down, because I don't want those stems showing. And here is the vase, the pumpkin hack for the vase. Now this I really like. I'm glad that I painted that, and I just tied that little ribbon around. I really wish I could find a wider ribbon for that, but that's all I could see at Hobby Lobby. I was buying everything at Hobby Lobby. Right now that'll do. Next year if I see something, or later if I see something, I'll replace it. But for right now I think it's great. I wanted to bring in that kind of burgundy or burgundy or wine color. You can see a little bit of that in these little chestnuts. So just trying to bring that out. But that's how the arrangement came out. I thought it came out really great. That is the viral pumpkin hack. And like I said, I will be using this every year. And so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and set the vases up. And yeah, that's going to be my decor. And then over here for the dining table, I just set those little pumpkins. I was going to try to make a little vignette, and I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to sit these pumpkins on top of this greenery and this vase that I already have. And I think it's a nice pop of color over here, and I think it's enough for me. And the only thing I'm going to do is come back and set the table again with my dishes that I bought from Spain. And this is going to stay up for me the whole season. I'm not the person with the leisure to be able to just change out every time you turn around. I don't have that kind of time. I'm busy to be changing out every time I turn around, so this has to work for me. So I'm really pleased, especially with the pumpkin base. All right, I'm going to set these up on the mantle. Perfect. All right, guys, finished look for the holidays. I would turn on this other light, but that's going to turn on the fan. So, yeah, I need to maybe pull this one down a little bit more. It's sitting up a little bit higher. I can pull this one up. So I don't know why this one is, because I push this down more. Something like that. Yeah, just so it sits up a little higher. But anyway, I'll fix that. It just sits up for some reason a little bit higher. But yeah, that's going to be the decor for the holidays. Just really simple. Just putting those out. And then I also moved the vase that I usually have on the bar on the kitchen counter or island. That's the vase I usually use for my live flowers. But I had these white flowers I had chosen. I was going to use that in the bouquet that's on the island some kind of way. Then when I looked, I was like, no, this can't go in there. This is out of place. So I just decided, well, since I was going to be moving this vase, I would just put this on the floor and stick those flowers in there for right now. So yeah, that's what I did for that. That's how that came out. And then just want to pan around, take in the whole thing. Just kind of see. Yeah. Okay, guys, that is all of my holiday decor. Again, this is just the viral pumpkin hack. You can see that online. It's just getting your vase, cutting out a hole to fit the vase, and then just sticking the vase off in there, doing your flower arrangement. And then I had to move my other plant. That plant is what usually sits on the island, and that was gifted to me after losing my mother. And I've been able to keep that thing alive, guys. And it just reblooms. It reblooms. You don't have to water it often. I do think that I need to replant it. And that's why I have this planter over there on the floor behind the curtain, because I want to replant it. But anyway, guys, that's my little viral hacks and decor for this weekend. I'm getting ready to go to church. You guys have a wonderful day.